What up, people?
Yerp.
It's your boy Mar Black.
You saw it.
And McGee.
And we are the Nerds in the Hood. The three of us coming to you live, representing for 2024. And we got already, the year just started, and we got some breaking news out here in the streets. Ace, talk to him.
So, this may not have been the break of this year, but towards the end of it. But we're gonna consider it the break of this year.
Yeah, basically.
With the Sony / Insomniac leak, everybody's takeaway was everybody getting to see an early glimpse of what the new Wolverine game was gonna be, and that was crazy. It looked interesting, but you know, it just looks like Spider-Man, but with Wolverine instead. So, but it's only early days. We don't know what they're gonna do with it.
How long was the clip?
From what I saw, it was like a couple terabytes. I didn't watch the whole clip. I just saw like little clip bits of it, and I don't know how long what the demo was released for it, but I think they showed like a good chunk of what the gameplay is gonna be like, and it did look interesting, but from what I saw, and that was everybody's main takeaway from it. Also, that the people who released the leaked footage, they ransomed it for $2 million.
Wow.
To Insomniac Games, and they didn't fold. They were like, "We're not giving you shit," and so like, "Oh, word, release," which you know most people do.
At the end of the day, they probably was like, how much footage they got? What they probably knew exactly what they got, and then was
Pretty
just
much.
like. So they're gonna release footage for a game that we told everyone we're already making,
and it's not gonna come out for like another year or two.
Yeah, so it's just like they're like,
yeah,
it could be worse. You guys didn't get nothing crazy.
They didn't lose too much.
They wanted to call their bluff, and then you know, homie did what they did, but it wasn't too crazy.
I'm sorry, did they get the 2 mil or they didn't?
No, they didn't.
No.
They refused to pay.
Insomniac was like, nah, we're not paying.
Yeah.
Release your footage.
Release your footage. This game's still going ahead. Fuck out of here. You ain't suing me. 3 Spider-Mans, nigga. Follow.
It's the rest of the information that's the doozy. That's the part I feel like is not really talked about, that I feel like is the main attraction of the story. Sadly, you know, like the people who developed this game, you know, their personal information was leaked. You know, that's sad. You know, they gotta worry
about their personal information.
Yeah, people who worked. They didn't really talk about that one, but you know, when it comes to a hack, you know, you gotta always worry about your personal information getting out there. The second thing, which I feel is the most important, is showing you Sony's like plans going further into like 2035. So they showed this exclusive deal they have with Insomniac, that they're just jumping into the Marvel universe with their games. Like, it's gonna be Spider-Man, like we've seen. And then they're gonna jump into the X-Men. And I don't know what else. They probably.
But that made sense though. Once you saw Wolverine, once you see Wolverine, you already know who's coming up next. There's got to be Cyclops. There's got to be Professor X. There's got to be, you know, and then it goes into like, what's her name, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Then Beast. Then you got the Beast. And then once you knocked out the main squad, then they can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
but do we want
that's
those
the thing.
solo games?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
If they give me a Gambit game, I ain't complaining.
All right, but do you want a Cyclops one?
I don't really want I really don't want a Cyclops game, but if they somehow throw Cable in there, like, that'd be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Some crazy reaching way, Cable shows up. It's like, all right, cool. But Gambit is a character that doesn't get enough love. Like,
that is true.
He was gangster. Like, he's a good character,
but,
and the only time he ever got played the best was in Super Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? In that X-Men game. It was so dope. So, like, if they run it back and he gets a solo game, I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not. I want that. Now, Professor X game, absolutely do not need.
Yeah, I don't think they're going that route. Bro. I don't think they're going to do that.
They'll focus on heroes.
They're going to go... Nah, they might go the opposite route. If they were smart, they'll do a Magneto game.
That depends.
That depends. I can see it, though.
Magneto game would run just like, what's that game you guys used to like? Infamous?
Kind of, sort of. It could.
Maybe.
Excuse me. It could run that way. Infamous would be, Magneto would be a pretty good game. If you did want to go a villain's route, you could, or anti-hero for that matter. They've tried before with other anti-heroes, but this could open the door for many different possibilities. I don't like the fact that it's hack. I'm never a fan of these hacks, man, because it's just like, what's the purpose? Like, I get it, y'all trying to get bread, but if y'all know you ain't gonna get the bread, and the company don't even care that you released anything, it's like, where you got nothing. You take an ultimate L. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I don't feel like it's any L for them at all.
L for who?
For the hackers.
Why not?
Because if they don't get the money, so what? They're gonna do what they did.
Mind you, the people
what they're meant to do, they just release information.
Yeah, the people who hacked this, definitely, this is not the first time hacking something. Like, they hack mass stuff, so I'm pretty sure like this is a regular movement. But what I was gonna say was that, like, when you hack something this big, it gets you put on the map, though.
Yeah, that's the end of the day. Yeah, that's recognition.
Yeah, like in that world of what you're trying to prove. Like, look at what I did. So
yeah, hitting Sony is always gonna make you a big name.
Yeah, Sony's a big boy team.
Mm-hmm. They're in the crib right now, telling their friends like, "Yo, you gotta keep this low." But I just got these Sony niggas.
You ever seen the movie Hacker?
Well,
it's an old movies with your boy Scooby Doo.
The one from the 90s. Yeah. He is in there.
I know, I was laughing. It's your boy Scooby Doo.
It's Shaggy, not Scooby Doo.
No, I know. That's I knew what he was talking about. It's just the fact that he used that. It was fucking hilarious.
No, but Hackers is a good movie, bro, and like some people think like it was like over. Not even that it was over top. Maybe it was a little bit too much for his time. Like, it was a little bit too ahead of his time.
It just showed a lot of bullshit, but what they were doing, like their techniques, was real.
Yeah, it was real. That shit was real. It is like, it showed how that world a little operated. Like, that's some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, Sony losing their shit, or any company when they get hacked losing their shit is kind of whack. But some of these companies I could care less. Sony, like, well, did they really do damage? No. Stealing some video game information. Well, Insomniac.
They didn't do big damage this time around, but usually it does cause like a lot of damage in the end, depending on, I feel like, their level of development or where the game is at. Because if, say, they release it like when you're like maybe a few months away from releasing the game, then it hurts your game.
Because the people that were interested to buy it. Because then
it's like, yo, this is what I'm gonna get, versus like, oh, this is just early development. They'll fix it later. Then it's like, yeah, fuck this game. This is trash.
Nah, yeah, it's true. That part is true. You see what happened to the last company? We missed that conversation.
I forgot what.
He actually missed that when we talked about the. I don't want to get too deep into it, but that company that released the game.
That's different.
One or something like that.
The day before.
The day after. Yeah.
The day before.
That's different.
Yeah.
That was
I was calling it the day after the whole time.
That was a full-on scam.
Yeah, the day before.
The day before.
But like a hack would be like GTA 6.
No, but not the scam. Well, it's not. It wasn't a scam. We deep dived into that a little bit, but it wasn't a scam. It was more the fact that they released a game that wasn't good, and it took the whole company down.
Yeah, something like that.
To an extent, yeah.
Yo, you know what's crazy when I think about it? Yo, Wolverine always getting hacked. Remember the movie?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Wolverine is always getting hacked.
Yo, they probably been releasing it because they know Wolverine's getting played, so they're like, you gotta build a hype around
my boy. Yeah, yo. They basically did the first draft like they did with the movie. They was like, we're going to show you some bits and pieces real quick. That's why he said it looked like Spider-Man, because they were like, yeah, they probably sat there and was like, yo, did these dudes just copy and paste, my boy? Just took away the webs? That's it.
Pretty much.
Wolverine's in the air flying just like that. Just like that.